Assalamualaikum. I am Asma binti Basir as a presenter for the Biodiversity Kingdom Animalia Phylum Nematoda. First and foremost, I would like to introduce to you what is the Phylum Nematoda. For the overview, it known as roundworm and present in the soil feed on the bacteria and fungi. It also play an important role in nutrient recycling and attack the insects and control the pests. However, they cause severe damage to plants. They feed on the plant roots and reduce the nutrient uptake and stress tolerance of the plant. Okay, next for the characteristic, it is triploblastic and bilaterally symmetrical. It also cylindrical in shape and is pseudocoelomate. They are free-living and some of them are parasitic. Thus, it is sexes separated and digestive system with mouth and anus. And lastly, they devoid of the circulatory system and respiratory system. For the other thing that we have to know about the phylum Nematoda, it can cause disease in the host, such as ascariasis, trichuriasis, hookworm, enterobiasis, and filariasis in humans. And there are good and bad nematodes. Okay, so this is about the disease that had caused by the nematode, the Ascaris lumbricoides. So the first stage of this disease is the adult swarm that live in the lumen of the small intestine. There is a female worm that may produce approximately 200,000 eggs per day, and that which are passed with the fetus. So the fetus that have two eggs. For the first one is the unfertilized eggs that may be ingested but are not infective. So this is will not undergo further development. And the second one is the fertilized egg that larvae develop to infectivity within fertilized egg after 2 weeks and more. Uh, so the next stage, embryonic egg with L3 larva. It's depending on the environment condition, which is the most optimum, such as moist, warm, and shaded soil. After infected eggs are swallowed, the larvae hatch and invade the intestinal mucosa and are carried via the portal, then systemic circulation to the lungs. Okay, so the larva mature further in the lungs in within 10 to 40 days, penetrate the alveolar walls and extend the bronchial tree to the throat and are swallowed up. So the last stage, the larvae are coached up and swallowed, re-entering the gastrointestinal tract. The maturation proceeds in the small intestine. Okay, this is what we have done. Explain it in the slide before. So the conclusion is the upon reaching the small intestine, they develop into adult worms. Between 2 and 3 months are required from ingestion of the infective eggs to oviposition by the adult female. So the adult worms can live 1 to 2 years. That's all. Okay, next, the classification of phylum Nematoda into the taxonomy chart. The first one is the domain as the Eukarya, into the kingdom as the animals, and it is the phylum such as the nematode, and then for the subphylum is the vertebra. For the vertebra, we have divided into two classes. The first one is the Adenophoria, and the second one is the Secundantia. For the Secundantia, we have 9 orders, which is the first. The first one is the Rhigonematida, next Osteorida, Escardida, Spirulida, Strongyloida, Rhabditida, Thylacida, Epiphyllida, and the last one is the Diplodocustida. Okay, next we move to the general application. We have 3 applications. For the first one is the biological control. Um, The nematodes live as endoparasites in some of the agriculture pests and kill the pest insects that infect human beings and plants. They do not negatively affect the health of human beings and animals like various chemicals. Okay, for the second one is the experimental material. The nematodes are used to test the biological effects of spaceflight, such as genetic damage that can be caused by exposure to cosmic radiation. For the last one, it is play unique role in some animals. For the example, the adult of a species parasite nematode, my Myrmeconima neotropicum, is found in fruit-eating birds. Its eggs are passes in the bird's features and collected by foraging ants to feed their larvae. The infected and larvae develop large bright red abdomen as they mature. So the bird apparently mistake the ants for berries and eat them, completing their life cycle. Okay. Next, the uses or application of Phylum Nematoda. The first one, it is egg as decomposer. The nematodes play an important role as decomposers. The nematode act as intermediate decomposers that are responsible for the breakdown of the organic material. They are then further broken down by other smaller microorganisms such as bacteria. So the next one is decreasing allergies and asthma. So the evidence is mounting that some parasitic infections may benefit in decreasing allergies and asthma. It dampens an overactive immune system, and they are often able to suppress the immune system of the host to produce more favorable environment. Last but not least, the information based on Quran. Um, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فجعلهم كعصف مأكول صدق الله العظيم. So the meaning of this verse, did he make them like an empty field of stalk and straw, of which the corn has been eaten up. Okay, the word as used in the original has already occurred in verse 12 of Surah Al-Rahman, Dul Aswar Raihan, and corn with husk as well as grain. This shows that as means the outer covering of seeds, which is the farmer throws away after the grain has been separated from it. Then the animals eat it, and some of it falls down in the chewing, and some is trampled under the hooves. The animal here The animal here referred to worm, which is nematode used to compose the organic plant. The organic plant. This is because nematode play important role in breaking down of organic matter. So the plant is being composed by the worm to smaller parts. To end this slide, we provide you some references. That's all. Thank you.